What's up, guys? Miticus here, the coach for the Boston Beedrills, bringing you week 4 of the APA's 4th season. Tonight, our match is against Hendo, the coach of the Motor City Meganiums. Right now, the Beedrills are sitting at a very, very tough position on this season. It's been a rough start. We're sitting at 0-3. Still have plenty of time left to catch back up, but time is... it's getting thinner. It's getting thinner, and we need to start building towards getting our differential back into the positive, picking up a few wins. We lost all 3 games in our division, so that's definitely not going to help us out. We're in a tough position there, but we do go against them, all 3 of them, again at the end of the season. So that's not too bad. I think our second time around, I think we can do a little bit more damage. And, we could end the season 3-0 instead of 0-3 like we've began it. And that would definitely be the best case scenario for us. So again, tonight, our match is against Hendo. And Hendo is currently sitting, I want to say 1-2 on the season. And his last loss was actually just a forfeit. He was out of town for a while, and when he came back, he just didn't feel up to having that battle, so he went ahead and forfeited. And so his record really, it doesn't attest to the coach that he actually is. I believe that he could have had a very, very fair shot at winning the battle last week had he been able to battle, but it just didn't go that way. Just as you can see on the screen, we're going to go over his team real quick and see exactly what he could have brought versus what I think he's going to bring, and then we'll eventually see what he did bring. So I think he's going to bring Mega Mewtwo Y. I just believe this Pokemon is too good not to bring. He did pick up Mega Lot Bunny this week in free agency. And Mega Lot Bunny is very, very good, don't get me wrong. Just don't think Mega Lot Bunny matches up too well against my Pokemon. He may feel the exact opposite. We may see Mega Lot Bunny. He may be excited to test drive Mega Lot Bunny, and he may not bring Mega Mewtwo Y. So we'll have to see. Weevil. I think Weevil will come over Landorus. I think Weevil will do really well against us with priority. He's a really good Togekiss check. He's going to be hitting pretty much all my mons really, really hard. Weevil is somebody I don't have a switch in for, basically. I'm going to have to pretty much sack somebody off if Weevil comes in and I'm not set up right. So that's a little scary, but we'll have to play it by ear, see exactly what the best matchup or what the best Pokemon to sack is at that time. Ferrothorn... Or I'm sorry, let me go back to his tier 1 Pokemon. He has Weevil or Landorus Therian. Landorus, really could put is a decent threat to us. I don't really have anybody that I'm going to bring that could go up against Landorus. Now, on my roster, I do have Gyarados and Gourgeist and Whimsicott. They all 3 match up fairly well against Landorus. Somewhat. You have to watch out for Landorus a little bit with Whimsicott and Gourgeist, but for the most part, I feel confident that those 3 mons at least threaten Landorus a little bit. We may see Landorus. That may be something he decides to do, is bring Landorus, simply because it's a good Victini check. You got Electrode, and Ambipom's not going to want to take too much from it. Deoxy's definitely not going to take attack from anybody. And even Sableye. I have Will-O-Wisp to protect me a little bit from Landorus. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see who he brings. I think it'll be Weevil, just because Weevil really does put a lot of pressure on my team. So let's move on to the third Pokemon, though. And I think he's going to bring Ferrothorn over Florges, simply because I think he needs a utility mon on his team. And as of right now, I haven't really predicted him to bring a utility mon. So Ferrothorn definitely gives him access to spikes, or not spikes, but stealth rocks, possibly spikes. Maybe it's toxic spikes I'm thinking of. I know he definitely is going to have access to stealth rocks and toxic. And then more than likely Gyra Ball, probably. And then he'll probably have Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet just to continue to get damage on my mons to wear them down. So that's something I have to watch out for, is I need to make sure that I can either OHKO or 2-hit KO that Ferrothorn, just to ensure that I'm not continuing to get damage on my team, and then set him up to bring out Weevil and basically just OHKO everybody with a priority move or what have you. So his tier 3 is kind of interesting. Crobat or Haxorus. I mean, both of them are really, really good Pokemon. I'm not really sure which one he's going to bring. It could go either way for me, 50-50. I have Haxorus on my layout. But I honestly think that it actually may be Crobat who comes. It really may be Crobat who comes. I mean, Banded Bat, so powerful, Brave Bird. I have a great answer for that with Sableye, if I can get a Will-O-Wisp off. But if I don't get that Will-O-Wisp off, if I miss, or maybe Sableye is already fainted, I could be in a lot of trouble with that Banded Bat. A lot of trouble. I don't have anybody to put Stealth Rocks up myself, so I gotta be cautious. I have to be cautious. Very, very cautious. Let's go over to tier 4. Tier 4. Tier 4, he has the choices of Hitmontop and Delphox. I don't have anybody to bring Stealth Rocks on. I don't. On my bench, I'm trying to just kind of run through my Pokemon real quick to think who I have with Stealth Rocks. I have Rhyperior. He could think I'm going to bring Rhyperior. I haven't brought Rhyperior with Stealth Rocks, I don't believe, yet. So I just don't see him bringing Hitmontop for the simple fact that I know that I'm not going to bring any hazards. But he may bring it just to sound on the air of caution. So then he has Delphox. Delphox actually does decently well on me. I mean, Shadow Ball and Fire Blast and maybe some supportive moves of some sort. I think Delphox does better. I don't have a complete answer for Delphox. I mean, I have Togekiss who can 1v1 Delphox. Ambipom is interesting. I mean, it could go either way. And Electrode, I mean, maybe. I can do some damage to him. I'm not going to 1v1 him. Tier 5, we have Leavanny. I've never been sure how to pronounce this Pokemon's name, so I'm just going to call it Leavanny. I think Leavanny's definitely going to come over Furfrou, simply for the fact that if he gets webs up, it really destroys my team. I am going to bring Defog and Togekiss, so I do have the ability to get the webs off the field. Nonetheless, though, it's really scary. It's really scary. And then we have Furfrou. Furfrou's pretty scary itself. I mean, those are two tier 5 Pokemon that match up fairly well against me. I wouldn't say Leavanny actually matches up well against me, but he definitely provides the coach a way to weaken my entire team. And Furfrou is just a defensive beast with fur coat. So either one I have to really watch out for. I would absolutely love to see Furfrou, I think, over Leavanny, just because I don't want to see those. I don't want to worry about those webs coming up, and then me having to figure out a good position for me to put in Togekiss. But anyway, so that that's who he could have brought. That's who I think he's going to bring. In just a few seconds, we're going to see who he actually did bring, and then we'll get the layout switched and all that good stuff. As you can see on my layout, I'm bringing Deoxys, I'm bringing Victini, Togekiss, Sableye, Ambipom, who I'm running a very unique, strange set on that we'll see later on in the battle, hopefully. And once we get to that point, I'll kind of explain my thought process. And then we're going to bring Electrode, just a Life Orb set. Last week I made a mistake in bringing a spec set with Thunder Wave, and it kind of put me in a bad position. So I ran Life Orb this time around. So that's the 6 that I'm bringing. I'm really feeling good. He can definitely beat me with the team that he has. I can definitely get in a really, really bad position and get swept if I'm not careful. But I do think I have the preparation for this team, and I feel really good about it. So, real quick, let's go over the question of the day. Today, I'm asking, what is your favorite shiny Pokemon and why? Spanning across all 6 generations. Of course, we don't know what the shinies will look like in Sun and Moon, but I know there's going to be some cool ones. But for the 6 gens that we have right now, what is your favorite shiny Pokemon? Is it, or not what is it, but for me, I think my favorite is Gourgeist. I think Gourgeist looks amazing as a shiny. He just looks more creepy. Honestly, I think Gourgeist should have been that color originally. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense with the orange being purple on the original sprite, but I think it just looked way creepier, way cooler. So that's my favorite. I actually recently found the Whimsicott sprite to be really, really appealing. I really, really like the Whimsicott sprite. It's very, very cool. So that's mine. Let me know yours in the comments below. And hit that thumbs, guys. Hit that thumbs up. Don't hit the thumbs down. Hit the thumbs up. Give me some support. I really, really appreciate it. I'm trying to get better. Excuse that noise. I'm trying to get better at my commentary. I know that sometimes I struggle. Sometimes I make very dumb comments. Like last week, I made a comment that my Deoxys was going to destroy Hugo's Mandibuzz with a Psycho Boost. I don't know why I said that. As soon as I got into that situation, it clicked. I was like, why did I say that? Sometimes I just think a little slower than I speak. Or sometimes a lot slower than I speak. So guys, let's go hop into the battle. Let's see if we can connect to Hendo. And let's see if we can pick up our first win and go 1-3 on the season. Let's see if we can get a sweep and get our differential back to the positive. I'll see y'all in just a few minutes. Alright guys, here we are. We are in the battle with Hendo, the coach of the Motor City Meganiums. And looking at his team, he did bring a few things that I didn't expect. So let's go ahead and change the layout real quick. He did bring the Mewtwo, the Weevil. He does not bring the Ferrothorn, which is really interesting. I'm actually really, really happy about that. Ferrothorn actually caused me a good deal of issues. So let's get that changed real quick to Florges. He does bring Hexorus. He does not bring Delphox. He brings Hitmontop instead, which is actually also good. Just got to watch out for the priority. So let me change that to Hitmontop. That should be good. Enlarge that just a little bit. And instead of bringing Levani, he brings Furfrou, which is great. I really thought he'd bring Levani just for those sticky webs, as I said earlier. But absolutely okay with me that he didn't. So, alright. Let's find a lead here. Let's find who are we going to lead with. let's see, I could lead with Ambipom, Fake Out, could lead with King Boo, get a Leech Seed, start stalling immediately, could lead with Victini and U-turn, could lead with Spookly and get a Will-O-Wisp off. Who do I think he's going to lead with? I'm not entirely sure. Let's go Spookly. Let's lead out Spookly. So here we go. We're going to start off with a matchup against Furfrou, which is fine. No worries there. I'm actually kind of free just to do a knockoff here. Furfrou does have a few coverage moves. And I honestly think he does have a coverage move to hit Sableye with. But I'm not too worried about it. It's not going to be stab. So I think I'm just free to do knockoff here. He could go into his Mewtwo, which would instantly cause issues for me. But I think I am going to go ahead and just do a knockoff. He goes and Thunder Waves me. That's okay. We'll knock off his leftovers. And now we are free to Will-O-Wisp. Hopefully he brings in somebody else, but he doesn't. He decides not to do that. He will U-turn. He actually may go ahead and bring his Mewtwo out. He doesn't move, which is great. It's good for us. Florges, what can Florges do to us? It's going to just Moonblast us. Actually, I don't think he... yeah, I guess he does have Moonblast, yeah. So Moonblast would more than likely be the way to go here. We could go into our Victini and take that Moonblast. We can take anything from this Florges, but it doesn't really do us too well. I mean, Florges is very specially defensive. I'm running a specially physical Victini, so I don't know if that's really the route we want to go. We could go into Ambipom. I think what I want to do is let me think for just a second here. What would be the best thing to do? Florges actually does put a decent amount of pressure on us. We could Thunder Wave this thing. Honestly, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go into Togekiss. The Moonblast is going to get us. That's okay. We have leftovers. We're going to go ahead and start Thunder Waving. That's fine. It's paralyzed. It can't move. We're going to start hacking immediately here. Aromatherapy, good play on his part. My only concern there is, let's see what happens here. Toxic. So, I mean, that's a little unfortunate. So at this point, we do know that he is going to, just looking at one thing real quick, guys. We need to know that he's going to do aromatherapy. And at this point, we cannot win this battle against Florges, being that we are now toxic. So that's a little unfortunate. We do, however, have the ability to go into somebody for free, more than likely. Just got to figure out exactly who it is that we want to go into. Gotta figure out who we want to go into here. We're going to go into Victini here. We do have the Assault Vest. These Moonblasts are not going to be doing too much to us at all. Blue Flare does have a chance to burn, give us a little bit more residual damage. It does not go with that. We actually miss the Blue Flare, so that's a little unfortunate. It's 94% after the Victory Star boost, but 6% ends up coming to bite us in the butt. So we do know that he is not Intimidate, that he is Technician boosted. So would we expect the knockoff here? I kind of expect the knockoff here. Let's go back into Togekiss. So we're actually just going to get a Fake Out. Not even actually sure if he has knockoff. Just wanted to make a statement there. Let's see, what do we want to do? Thunder Wave, if he brings back in his Florges, it just doesn't do much. Could go for the Air Slash, get some damage, but again, Florges coming in. Believe it had leftovers, so that's not going to do much for us. I think the biggest thing is to go ahead and do the Thunder Wave. He's going to protect. That's fine. That's fine. I'm expecting Florges to come in. So we're going to actually make a switch here. Make a prediction. We're going to go into Victini. Could be risky, but we did predict it correctly. Now we're going to go for the Blue Flare. That does hit that time. Unfortunately, we now have to deal with the Toxic, and I do not have Heal Belt on my Togekiss. So that's unfortunate. Let's see if he has a Wish. Let's see if he's carrying Wish. If he's carrying Wish, Synthesis also causes an issue. So I have to figure out a way to deal with this Florges. So let's figure out a way to deal with this Florges here. We need to get a free switch into Ambipom. I think before we do that, though, we are going to Roost first. So let's Roost. He's going to use the Aromatherapy. This is very interesting. Very interesting. We could go into Cosmo here. I've got to figure out a way to defeat this Florges. Just looking at one thing real quick. So Extreme Speed and Psycho Boost from my Deoxys are going to do about 65 at max, 63 on Extreme Speed. Need to get him down to halfway. Just got to figure out how we do that. How do we get him down to halfway here? Definitely need to bring out Togekiss here because Toxic's really going to do a number on us this time around. Let's just go back into Victini. He switches. So that's interesting. We could go Blue Flare. Let's just think for a second here. Who do we think he's going to go into? I think he'll go into Haxorus. That's my guess here. We can go Dazzling Gleam. It's going to still hit this Weevil pretty hard. I think he's going to switch into Haxorus, expecting the Blue Flare. So let's go ahead and try Blue Flare. He may stay in with Weevil. He may... it's actually really risky. It's really risky. Because if he's going for Pursuit or any other dark move at this point, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. We're actually just going to go... Oh goodness. Dazzling Gleam. Okay, so we got some damage on Mewtwo. That's actually really huge for us. We can actually Shadow Ball him now, do a ton of damage, and let's see if we actually live this hit though. So actually that's probably not great on our part. Probably not great. Good news is Mewtwo is not an issue anymore. I think we're just going to U-turn out. We're going to act... Oh, we didn't die. And we're just going to go into Ambipom. Now, we can fake out, kill the Mewtwo. But what comes in? Does he save this Mewtwo? Does he save Mewtwo, or does he decide that Mewtwo is down at 5%? Even with the boost, it's just not worth saving. Well, it'll lose the boost anyway. So I think he just lets him fall. I think he lets Mewtwo fall here. My speed is 226. His speed is 416. We're definitely just going to fake out. He actually did switch. So good play on his part. We're just going to power up punch. Just going to power up punch. And we're going to see if we can get one more power up punch off here. See if we can get one more power up punch off. And guys, we may be about to see a little plan that I have for his team. We may be at the point where we can see a strategy that I have planned. That's a critical hit. Furfrou is gone. I'm in a little bit of trouble here. I have to live this next hit. We're going to go for the baton pass. We're going to hope that we live whatever's coming at us. We're going to hope that we live it. We're going to baton pass these attack boosts into Deoxys. Now we're paralyzed. That means we'll move last, which is great. So Deoxys won't get this hit from a Hitmontop. I do have my Deoxys focus sashed. Awesome. Actually, that's actually perfect. That's actually perfect. So we're gonna go for the baton pass. We're not living that. So that's unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. We can actually, though, at this point, bring out our Deoxys. We can start killing some things here. We can really start killing some things here. Just got to figure out what the best avenue to go here. We need to start limiting him on switches. Got to start limiting him on switches. Just got to figure out what to do here. It's probably a really, really bad play keeping Ambipom in there. But I'm not too worried about it. My goal with Florges at this point, I'm focus sashed, so 2 Psycho Boost will kill it. So I want to keep my Deoxys alive 100% here. Don't want him taking any priority moves from this Hitmontop. Extreme Speed may kill the Hitmontop, but I really don't want to chance it. Who do we want to go into here? What we can do, we can go into King Boo. And at this point, let's just throw a Leech Seed out. And whatever he does switch into, it'll at least, we'll start taking residual damage. And maybe we can start limiting some stuff here. So he goes into his Mewtwo. That'll be a kill for Gourgeist. 6 trophies. Thank you. Here comes the Weavile. I am a fully defensive Gourgeist. Gotta make a decision here. Gotta make a decision. Could be in a little bit of trouble here. Could be in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, what do I want to do here, guys? What do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? Well, you know what? Let's calc it. We don't have anything to lose. Let's just calc it. I am defensive Gourgeist against a probably all-out attacker Weavile. Yeah, I mean, we live. We're just gonna Leech Seed. But we flinch. We get flinched. So that's really unfortunate. That's very, very unfortunate. I hate that. I really, really hate that. Really, really, really hate that. I could save King Boo, but what does he do for me? Nothing really. I can get a little bit of damage off, not much, maybe 5%. I mean, let's see, Shadow Sneak. Shadow Sneak's gonna do very, very little. 12, maybe 10%. I could switch. Don't think it's a great choice, honestly. I think I'm just gonna go for the Shadow Sneak. We'll get 13% off of them. I actually went for the knockoff, so you know that is what it is there. We are free to go into Deoxy now, and we can extreme speed to kill him. Whatever takes us extreme speed is not gonna like it. I am focus sashed, so if for some reason he does do something crazy right here where he outspeeds my extreme speed, I will live it. Deoxy right now puts a lot of pressure. If I can get rid of this Weavile, I'll be safe to switch him out from here on out, because this is the only Pursuit Trapper he has on the team that I can think of. Hitmontop may carry Pursuit, but I don't believe he does. Or I don't believe he would even probably put Pursuit on him. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, it didn't kill. Thank God I'm sashed. Well, that was rather interesting. That was rather interesting. Okay. Wow. Wow. So let's see. Let's see. Deoxy, all out attacker. Just gonna look at my team real quick, guys. 252 with an attack nature. 252 with a lonely nature. 2A. See, that was the only bad thing. Let's see here. Hitmontop. Extreme speed does not kill it. We gotta get out of here. For sure. For sure. Okay, so I believe what we have to do at this point is knock off. And of course we get paralyzed. Not good for us, guys. It's not good. It's not good at all. I've got to get this thing down. Stab Fairy's gonna kill. I don't know what to do here, guys. I'm in a really, really bad position. I mean, it's 4-3, but I've got to think. I've got to really, really, really think. I'm going to go our Thunderwave here. We're going to take a Moonblast. Just gotta start taking some chances here. We're gonna die to toxic. Oh. Well, guys, that's game. That's very much game. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. This floor just... Start air slashing it. I'm just going to start air slashing. And I missed. I missed the air slash. And this poison may kill. No, not quite. Not yet. Oh, goodness. Just a rough battle, man. Rough battle. Gonna go 0-4 here. We're gonna go 0-4 here. Just can't get away from the hacks. Just cannot get away from the hacks. Okay, we gotta get a parry here. Gotta get a para here. Got to get a para. We're not gonna get a para. If we can get a para, I feel a lot better. So there's our para. So what does that mean for us? We're gonna roost again. We're just back in the same position. We're just back in the same position. Yeah. So that's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Well, you know, losing is losing. It sucks, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Unfortunately, I don't have poison jab on the Oxy. Unfortunately. Just want to try to think for a second if there's anything I can do. There's just not. There's nothing I can do. Nothing at all that I can do. It's unfortunate. Nothing at all that I can do. Just really sucks. Really sucks. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And that's game. Alright, Hendo. Good job, man. Good game. Dang. 0-4, man. 0-4. That's rough. It's a rough way to start a season. Oh, but I feel like we played a decent game. We should have switched out Ambi Palm on the close combat. I was right there where I needed to be. I just pulled the trigger too fast, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll fight again next week. We'll see what happens. Until next time, guys. Peace.